Greetings. Thank you for joining me this week on the Bird's Eye View of the Week. I'm working with the Herb Crafters Tarot, and this is illustrated by Joanna Powell Colbert, and it's written by Latisha Guthrie. Both of these ladies are on Instagram, so I'll go ahead and tag them, and you can go ahead and follow them and enjoy the work that they are using to present the information with the tarot cards. Now, this is such a wonderful little treat. This Herb Crafters Tarot has a little booklet in it, and the court cards are a little different. So let me just share that right off the top. The Curandera, that represents the king. Madre represents the queen. Adelita represents the knight, and Hija represents the page. So I wanted you to know that as we work with these cards for the week, because I'll be pulling from them for the rest of the week, how they correspond, which is really interesting. Now, the first card that I pulled for today, which the energy is interesting, and it did show up reverse. And I don't necessarily think that we all have to think that something is opposite than what it is being forward, but it does have its own message and its own nuance of information. So the card that I pulled is Curandera of Fire. So that would be the King of Swords right there. It's really interesting. Like I said, this one did show up reversed. With this card, the Curandera of Fire, we look at fire and the swords being that of communication and intelligence. Sometimes we can be overthinking things. Well, today's energy wasn't so much about overthinking it, like literally letting go of some things. You don't have to make a decision. It doesn't have to present itself as the end all be all. You got to make a decision, or you got to finalize it. You've got to finish it. You don't have to. And today's energy was about working through some of those activities that you need to, whether it's in your relationship, communication, and your intellect, your style of connection with a person. It could be for business or your career. That it doesn't have to have the information solidified. Like, you can start it and then continue to work on something to see how it's going to come about. So then we move towards Tuesday, and I find this interesting. This is the Adelita of Earth. This is the I would like to say the anti, right? So this would be the Knight of Earth, or the Knight of Pentacles. And you can see that there. It's very interesting because there is symbolisms of restoration and protection for the earth. And this is where you moving forward in what you're doing in your family arrangement, in your career, there's aspects of that you need to hold sacred. And whatever that is, to create, let's just say, a talisman or something that you write, something really special in regards to what you're creating for your family, what you are doing in the family arrangement, so that things are working in order. Then do that thing, and do it with intention. So again, like I said, there's the protective symbols right there. Usually these symbols go in a kitchen. They protect the intentions and the activities of feeding and producing for the family well-being, right? And so in this case, what are we doing to protect our family well-being? And so this would be Tuesday for you to reflect on those things. I found that this week's cards weren't necessarily connected, like as if it was a story. It really is eclectic. Whatever's happening in your day needs to be addressed with that. On Wednesday, the next card that I have, it came up reverse, which is the Fool, Dandelions. Now, again, this came up, the Fool reverse. So with this card, I wouldn't use a lot of energy at taking risks. Do what you know works right now. And the dandelion is a very healing ingredient of the earth. And so, whatever you're working with right now, use that thing. Don't keep putting energy into something new, something like you're trying to evolve or trying to develop. No, stick to what you've got. Don't take any more risk. It's not necessary. Again, like I said, the cards are not running a storyline. They're really separate for the energy that's running for that day. On Thursday, we have, oh, I like this one. Seven of Earth. And it's the oak tree right here. The oak tree. I like that. So here, let me see. Let's just make sure you're able to see that. There you go. So the Seven of Pentacles. I love in the traditional deck, we actually have where the Seven of Pentacles is a maiden or a person that's trying to get the goods off of the tree and put them in their basket. Well, the Seven of Pentacles says that you have a lot of options. And you can take those options and use them as an asset for you. But because it is a seven, it's a very individualized experience. It's not something that's for you and your family or for you to share. This is really about something that you are discovering as an asset for yourself. And it's okay. It doesn't mean that you won't share or that you couldn't allow other people to participate in it. But right now, you are developing something for yourself that validates your value, that validates your worth. So whatever that is that you are seeing that you can pick from, use that to your advantage so that you can feel fulfilled in the skill and the direction that you're going. And Friday, I like this. This is Cannibus. There you go. Friday is Cannibus. Now, it's the number 11. Traditionally, this card is connected, the number 11, to justice. If we're in the Witchcraft tarot decks, it could be swapped, where that could be strength. This card with the Cannibus is interesting because of the implications it has across the United States. And there are people that are able to have cannabis stores. I'm going to get literal right here, and sell cannabis and CBD products. But at the same time, you have some states that have not legalized this yet. So this is a very political card. And this would be your card about how to use things that are maybe a little beyond our reach, but yet have everything to do with our well-being. And so that energy will come in on Friday. And with that, take into consideration any risk that may be involved with the people you deal with, or financially, because it all is encompassing, right? Even in your own education, so that you don't find yourself caught up in whatever it is, right? So cannabis doesn't mean cannabis as in you'll be dealing with some cannabis issue, but really about understanding whatever it is of value that's healing for you. Look at all of the components and see if it's worth the risk for your peace of mind. Is it worth the risk for your personal safety, right? All of that is connected. Well, I want to thank you for joining this week's Bird's Eye View. I'll be back next week with the next edition. If you would like to join our community, you can definitely click the bio up above, the link right there, and tap into our personal private community at Hearth and Broom, where we share and discuss magical practices. Thanks. You have a blessed week. Ashe.